All right, I'm now live. Yo, YouTube, you know this is your boy DJ Cool Thing from Cool Thing Entertainment. Welcome back to another video on my channel. Welcome to another live stream. And today's live stream is all about this right here, the DDJ 400. We actually did an unboxing, and today we did a comparison between that and the DDJ SR2. Which can be, portable, but it's not as portable because you got to plug it into a power outlet. You have to do this, you have to do that. But I needed something that was more portable and a lot easier to use while on the go, when I'm at a smaller event. All right, we're going to wait for everybody to join in. So this is the DDJ SR2. I bought this for more portability, for when I go to smaller gigs, when I go outside, if I have an outdoor event that doesn't have power outlet. DJ Tyler, what's up, man? So we're waiting for some other people to join in. Just say hi to everyone in the chat. So I'm going to talk about why I purchased the DDJ 400 when I already have the DDJ SR2. Because I know that's been a question that's been on everybody's mind, but I just needed something that was more portable that I could take with me to smaller events. I could take with me traveling. I can take it with me when I practice, when I prep my DJ sets. I can take it with me to the office. I can set it right there on my desk and, practice my DJing sets as well as prep my DJ sets while I'm at the office, and use it in an outdoor event or an outdoor situation where I don't have access to a power outlet. I can hook up the DDJ 400. And it acts as a secondary controller, a backup controller. It's really good for battery-powered setups where I can just set up a battery-powered setup and just DJ, I could DJ wherever I am because it's USB powered. As probably see here, it's USB powered for those times where I don't have, access to a power outlet, which most of the time, well, some of the times I'm not. So this is why I bought the DJ 400. I just needed a secondary controller I can take with me to smaller events. Smaller events. I can use it for practicing, prepping, traveling. I could take it traveling whenever I go somewhere, and just it's easy to tote around from gig to gig. But the SR2 is good for weddings. Yeah, it's good for wedding ceremony. Well, not really ceremonies, but it's good for wedding receptions. It's good for school dances. It's good for any time where I have access to a power outlet and when I'm using my main PA system. This is just for a battery-powered system if I want to DJ. And it's just to be more portable, where I don't have to take the DDJ SR2 out of its flight case to DJ. So even when I go to a smaller event, just bring my table, my laptop, the DDJ 400, and I'm good to go. Like I did with my cousin Matthew's birthday party. If you guys remember that gig log, that is the type of gig where the DDJ 400 will really come into play. Just plug it straight into the MacBook Air, which is what we're live streaming with right now, and just, have at it. And I just think that's really, really neat. When are you posting another gig log? It's going to be next weekend. And, it's going to be next weekend at Dominion Church. It's another lock-in, just like what we had back in November of this past year. So it's another lock-in for the Epic Youth, which is their Dominion Church. You are going to love it. Yeah. So this is the DDJ 400. As you can see, it's more portable. I can stick it on a table, use it with a battery-powered setup. One day when the weather's nice and sunny, when it's nice and sunny out, I'll take it out and I'll do like an outdoor live mix on my Instagram. So can't wait for that. Or maybe even go live on Twitch. We'll have to find a good platform to go live on when I do a live mix using the DDJ 400 and when it's outside. So, yeah, there's a lot of situations where I can use the DJ 400 instead of the SR2, and there'll be times where I'll be using the SR2 instead of the 400. So this is good for traveling. It's for practicing, prepping, on-the-go live streaming. It's good for smaller setups because I have had smaller setups before. As you guys remember, this past summer, I went to my church, DJ'd for their youth, our youth ministry, and that's where the DJ 400 would have come into play. Just bring a DJ 400, my laptop, and just set everything up with their Bose F1812, hook it up to RCA to RCA, and I'm good to go. If I have a gig coming up, at my church with B Church Youth, and it's outside like I did this past summer, and they want me back, I'll bring the DJ 400. And it's really good for practicing, prepping, traveling. Well, I'm not going to get a flight case because that defeats the purpose of it being portable. I already have a flight case for the DDJ SR2. And I tried, and well, I don't want to get a flight case for the DDJ 400. That defeats the purpose of it being portable. And that kind of defeats the purpose of me getting the DDJ 400. And if I get the flight case for it, what's the point? I mean, it's just going to be, heavy. It's going to be big. It's going to be bulky. It's going to be very hard to carry around from gig to gig. And that's why I bought one of these travel cases. Yeah, that's why I bought this travel case, so it could be more portable. I can take with me wherever I go. I mean, come on. So yeah, the DDJ 400 is my portable it's my on-the-go controller. It's my practicing controller, prepping controller. But I'm not going to get a flight case. I'm never, ever, ever going to get a flight case for this thing because that defeats the purpose of it being a portable controller that I can take with me wherever I go. See, that's why I got this, because it adds more portability. Just, grab it and just be on my way. It works really well without a flight case. Okay, I was just going to ask you about your case. Oh, okay. So yeah, it's a case-laying carrying case, a hard shell carrying case to be more portable. I was thinking about the flight case, but that kind of defeats the purpose of it being a portable, on-the-go controller. See, I already have a flight case for the DDJ SR2, which is for wedding ceremonies, just, for better cable management. So the SR2 already has a flight case with its power strip and, its power cables all hooked in, ready to go. So it's good for my bigger setups with the JBL Eon 612s, the SR2, the MacBook Air running Serato, my microphones all hooked in together. This thing is for more like smaller it's for smaller setups. Yeah, it's for I could get a flight case I can carry in and out. But I'm thinking about it. I used to have the DDJ SB2, but I gave it away for free. Okay. So yeah, this is the DDJ 400, which it's the update to the DDJ or the DDJ RB. So it kind of, the reason why I bought the flight case is to make it more portable. My main controller is still the DDJ SR2 from Pioneer DJ. It's still my main controller I use for wedding receptions, school dances when we get back to those. Hopefully we get back to those. It's for church setups where I have to bring my PA system, with the JBL Eon 612s, the microphones, and, the whole shebang, even my lighting system put together. That's my big setup. But this is for smaller setups. Hook this into a Monster Audio Rock and Roll 3 or a Bluetooth speaker and, have a house party. So this is for house parties, like birthday parties and holiday parties. It's for practicing. It's for prepping. It's for on the go, for, traveling. And I just needed a travel case, which is why I got the case lane carrying case. It makes it more portable, makes it a travel companion. Even when I'm at a hotel room, I can pull it out, put my computer somewhere and just practice. The only controller I got now is a Pioneer DJ SX2 and the Newmark NV. They are heavy with a flight case. They sure are. Because I actually remember carrying my DDJ SR2 in a case like this. It was very light, very super lightweight, very easy to tote around to different gigs. But then when I got the flight case, it made it so heavy. I couldn't even pick it up. It's insane. So that's one of the main reasons why I purchased the DDJ 400. And I can even use it for battery-powered setups when there's an event outside where I don't have access to a power outlet. This is DJ Recap by. Oh, okay. I kind of knew. Okay. DJ Recap, what's up? So yeah, the case-sling carrying case makes my DJ 400s, very portable, very lightweight, very easy to tote around from place to place. I can take with me, use it as a side controller, use it for backup, use it for prepping, practicing, live streaming. I mean, there's gonna be a lot. The possibilities are endless. See, if I want to use it as a backup with my JBL Eon 612s, if something does happen with my DDJ SR2, or if my DDJ SR2 is in, a Guitar Center getting repaired, I can hook this into my Yamaha MG10, and I got myself a small backup setup. I'm proud of you, bro. You're moving into a higher level. Yeah, I sure am. With a backup controller. This is a controller I wish I would have purchased when I first became a DJ almost 2 years ago. I mean, they were around when I was a DJ in the summer of 2018. They actually came out the year I became a DJ in 2018, which is crazy to think about. So this is a controller I wish I've had when I became a DJ. It had a lot of knobs and buttons that are more professional. Instead of getting a $99 Newmark Party Mix, which I outgrew in like a little less than a year. I have one for my N6, and it's extremely heavy, and my buddy has a new NS7 with a flight case, and it takes 2 people to pick it up. Yeah, that's flight cases for you. But flight cases do have a advantage, and that is keeping all the cables managed. Like, hide all the cables, like the power cable for the SR2 or any other controller, the USB cable, XLRs. It really keeps it nice and neat and tidy. But with this, you don't have to worry about cable management because it's just one USB cable, one RCA, and your microphone, and you're good to go. You can still rock a house party. So if you go back to my gig logs and you remember some of the Beach Church youth gigs that we did this past summer, that is where the DDJ 400 will come into play, and it will become handy. And also stuff like the birthday party that we had for my cousin Matthew at the end of January. That was where the DDJ 400 would have come into play. You just hook it up to the Monster Audio Rock and Roll 3, which is a tailgater speaker, very lightweight, very portable. And it really makes it for a good travel, like a side gig setup, small gig setup with, this, the Mac, a small par can, my microphones, and I'm good to go. So, I mean, it's a whole beginning of a brand new setup that I can take with me in my house parties. Like if I go to a family member's house for a birthday party or a holiday party, or whatever it happens to be, I can bring the DJ 400 with me, grab my computer, grab a small par can, a battery-powered par can, and my microphones, and I'm ready to go. What do you use to make a Cool Thing logo? I used to use Photor, F-O-T-O-R, but that ended up having problems with the images not showing up. So as of right now, I'm using Adobe Spark. Let me see if Adobe Spark has the ability to make a logo. So I made my Cool Thing logo using Photor. Let's see here. Adobe Spark. Let me see if Adobe Spark has the ability to make a logo. Let me see here. Logo. Okay, so yeah, logo. You can use Adobe Spark to make a logo. Just type in logo in the search bar. Send me a link. Okay, I sure will. Or you can download it onto your phone. You can download it onto your tablet using Adobe Spark Post. But I'll send you a link to Adobe Spark because you can just type in the search bar logo. If he's using a PC, he can download GIMP, which is free. See, I actually use a Mac. which I could actually, yeah, Adobe Spark is actually both Windows and Mac because it's on the web browser. And it's very easy to use. It's got some free templates without having to pay for it. So we're going to copy, and I'm going to send it over to him. So I'll send it to him so he can check it out. Paste, and voila, Adobe Spark. So Adobe Spark isn't an app. It's a web-based app. Nice, thanks. I got it. Okay, I'm glad you did. So yeah, Adobe Spark isn't just, for Mac. It's also for PC because it's a web-based app where you can make your logo. Just type in the search bar logo. You can sign up with Facebook. You can sign up with Google. You can sign up with Apple if you have an Apple account. But if you're using a PC, it's mostly, you can sign with your Google account. You can sign with your Facebook account. You can sign in with any account that it supports. I actually did a video about that, a while back. If you guys remember, I did a video about Adobe Spark and how to get set up, and how to start, creating a YouTube thumbnail, how to create a logo. You just use a search bar, whatever you want to, make, and you can search for the templates. It makes it super easy to make my, I actually might want to refresh my logo. I use Photoshop 2020. Okay, I mean, if that works for you, then it works for you. I mean, I personally like to use a web-based app called Adobe Spark. It's free. It's easy to use, especially following a template. And that's how I make my custom thumbnails. I use Adobe Spark. And that's how I made my professional intro. If you guys remember in my other videos, in my intro, I actually went to Adobe Spark and I created a intro, and it looked very professional, all thanks to Adobe Spark. Yeah, I mean, Photoshop is really good because they're both made by Adobe, where Adobe Spark is really good for, I guess, thumbnails and marketing stuff. Photoshop is really good for Facebook, social media and stuff like that. But I haven't really used Photoshop all that much. I like actually using Adobe Spark. I use whatever's free. I first started out with Photor and then went straight to Adobe Spark. That's how I made my logo. See, Photor, it's the worst. There's a lot of limitations with Photor, which is F-O-T-O-R. And that's an older app, and there's a lot of problems with it. So I decided to use Adobe Spark. So back to the DJ400. The DJ400 is a new beginning to smaller gigs like, birthday parties, holiday parties, graduation parties, anything that's at a family member's house or a friend's house. I can bring the DJ400. And I can even take it with me on the go, like, use it in a hotel room, set it at a desk, and then prep my DJ sets right there at the hotel. I mean, there will be times where I still need the DDJ SR2. How do you like the Ion speaker? They're good, but I actually upgraded back in December to the JBL Eon 612s. And they're actually really good. I love those JBL Eon 612s. They're a really good upgrade from the Ion 12P Maxes. See, the Ion 12P Maxes are my practicing speakers. Yeah, they're just some spare speakers that I have lying around that I'm not going to sell, because I know there's there's been a lot of people wanting me to sell them. So, and I was like, nope, not doing it. So the Ion speakers are really good for the first year or so, and then you have to upgrade to something better because they do wear out over time because they're the entry level type of speakers. See, the Ion 12P Maxes, they didn't have it with DJs in mind. They mostly had those in mind for people who have family get-togethers. They can plug in a USB thumb drive, an SD card, plug in, hook up your phone with Bluetooth, have the FM radio on. That's just the average consumer. They're not meant for DJs. 12-inch speakers pack more of a punch than 15s. Yeah, the JBLs really pack a punch, you know, even with just connecting it straight to the SR2. I'm gonna put that away. So 12-inch speakers pack more of a punch than 15-inch. How'd you come up with that? Because I always thought about the bigger the woofer, a lot. 12 are good too, yeah. I don't know how he came up with that, because usually the bigger the woofer, the better the sound, or the bigger the sound, that'll cover more people. But I guess 12 inches is really good for this day and age, where we're not having as many, as big of a party than bigger events like we used to do post, pre-COVID, which was 2019, 18, 17, all those other years in the past. 12 inches is really good for those smaller get-togethers, since we're not really gathering in big chunks at a big crowd, especially with weddings and stuff like that. It's kind of the number of guests have kind of downgraded over the last 12 months since March 2020. So things have changed. I mean, this is the new normal for us DJs. So 12 inches is really good for less than 100 so people without the sub. 15 inches has a bigger cabinet. 12 inches. 12 inches. So, okay. Yeah, you're right. The Ions are 15 inches. They have a 15-inch woofer and a 1-inch tweeter on the top, but with a very plastic cabinet. And those have seen so much usage in the first year or so of being a DJ. And what's really cool about the Ion Topian Max is if I want to set up a side setup, I can hook up the DDJ 400 to the RCA. Alto speakers, 12 inches are good too. Yeah, I chose JBLs because of the price, and they were right in my price range. I was actually thinking about altos, but I didn't know about the price when I was doing my research. I was doing process of elimination, and the JBLs were definitely the clear winner. After seeing them with DJ Reflex, he told me that they really pack a punch. He actually did that video, which is no longer around. I don't know what happened to that video, because it was a really great video talking about the JBL Eon 612s. And that's what inspired me to get the JBLs myself. I was thinking about EVs, I think, but they were like the ZLX 12Ps. I was thinking about those, but they were too expensive for my taste. So I went to Guitar Center, and since the JBLs were on sale because of the holidays, I actually had I got a really good deal on the JBLs since they were on sale for the Christmas season. So I purchased the JBLs, and here I am with the JBL 612s. They're really great speakers. I mean, if I want to use those JBLs with this DJ 400, I would have to use the Yamaha MG10 mixer, which is a really good mixer, by the way. It's a Yamaha MG10. It has XLR outputs. It has XLR inputs. There's about there's 4 quarter-inch XLR combos. The rest are just, the standard stereo inputs like quarter-inch and RCA. And for outputs, there's XLR and quarter-inch. And so I can use this DJ 400 professionally. I have EV 12-inch speakers. I set once. There's a big difference. The wooden cabinets sound better, I bet. Yeah, I'm not really sure what my JBLs are made out of. I don't know if they're a plastic cabinet or a metal cabinet or a wooden cabinet. I don't know what type of cabinet it is, but they're really good speakers. They really pack a punch, especially when you set it to monitor, not monitor, but when you set it to the main, let me see. Let me take a look at the back of the JBL Eon 612. I can't remember any of the modes. Okay. Here we are. JBL Eon 612s. JBL are usually plastic cabinets. JBL, I have, Jeremy. Okay, I have 2 of the Ion Total PA Glow Maxes. They are 15 inches. So the Ion Total PA, like the regular Ion Total PA Maxes, they're 15-inch with a very plastic cabinet, very cheap plastic cabinet. I mean, if you have Ions, just upgrade, because I don't think the Ions are good for DJs in mind. But there's other brands out there that are good for DJs. So I'm going to take a look at the back. It's hard to look at the back of the speaker, of what it actually looks like. Oh, here we go. But yeah, the JBLs are just amazing. I mean, they have a plastic cabinet, but these sound phenomenal. Like, they are super loud. If you watched my video with the JBLs and the Ions, I love JBL. Yeah, they are really good. There's also there's Harbinger, there's Alto, there's JBL, there's EVs. I mean, there are so many brands to choose from when it comes to DJ-friendly speakers. The Ions, I like them, but I see them kind of degrade over time, and they're not as loud as they used to be. A couple of years ago, 3 years ago. So they only last 2 to 3 years on heavy use. So they won't last you in the long run, especially with Ion. Ions are really good for like house parties, family get-togethers, or for the average consumer, which is why you see them at Sam's Club, because it's for the average consumer, for summer parties, family get-togethers, for non-DJs. But for DJs, there's Harbinger, there's Behringer, there's Alto, there's JBLs, there's EVs. There's so many to choose from. It's like with controllers, there's Pioneer, there's Denon, there's Roland, there's so many brands out there when it comes to controllers. There's Newmark for a lot of beginner DJs out there and a lot of professional DJs out there. You just got to look at the different controllers. See, this here is a DDJ 400. So yeah, the main reason why I got the DJ 400 is to be more portable controller and take with me whenever I'm not using the DDJ SR2. I mean, I could use the SR2 for more portable stuff, but the size of it, it needs a power outlet. It needs to be plugged into power. It needs, so it's both power and bus power. But oh yeah, it's not bus power, or else the lights would be very, very dim. See, the DDJ SR2 for me works better with the plug. Behringer makes the best mixers, and the Yamaha are next in line. Yeah, I actually got the Yamaha MG10, which is a 10-channel mixer. It's got XLR and quarter-inch outputs, and it's got XLR and quarter-inch inputs as well. And it's also got 2 RCAs. It's very versatile for a lot of mobile DJs, especially with something with RCA. And I actually used a Behringer mixer on the boat party, if you guys remember. We used the Xenix 1002B mixer. That thing was amazing. We used 2 Carvan speakers, and we used the Rockville PBG-18 subwoofer, and it was all provided by the boat. If you guys remember, I mean, that was like it was like a couple of years ago, a couple of summers ago, and it was an awesome gig, if you guys remember. Which most of you who have been here for a while, you guys remember that I used to do that boat party, and we used 2 car band speakers, the Rockville PBG-18 subwoofer, and of course, lights that they had already on the boat. We used the Behringer Xenix 1002B mixer, along with the Newmark Party Mix, which I no longer have at this point in time. I mean, I love the Party Mix, but I was outgrowing it. As you can see, my fingers are just too big for that little teeny tiny controller made for kids. For a lot of main beginners, get the DDJ 400. As you can see, it's a much bigger controller than the Newmark Party Mix. You can run RCA cables on the one and a 1/4 inch on the other, and go from the controller to your Yamaha controller. Yeah. Okay, you can run RCA cables on the one end and 1/4 inch on the other end, and go from your controller to your Yamaha mixer. Yeah, I could do that. See, I guess I was actually thinking about this. Remote speakers. I have a Hercules DJ console MX. Okay. That's another brand, Hercules, but that's made for true beginners because it's got learning tools built inside the controller and teaches you how to mix. But for someone like me, I'm a Pioneer, guys. You can see every controller I buy is made by Pioneer. I have the Pioneer DDJ SR2 and the DDJ 400. So this thing is going to be used quite a lot as I progress in my DJing career. This thing's going to be used quite a lot at the office. I actually might take this to my family reunion and maybe DJ for my family. So I just needed something that was very portable, that I don't have to take the SR2 out of the flight case, which is why I bought the DJ 400, because I didn't feel like taking the SR2 out of the flight case. So I bought a DDJ 400 that has a sound card, and I can just plug it right into a speaker and have rock a house party, like a birthday party, holiday party, you name it. So that's one of the main reasons. Actually, that's the only reason why I bought the DJ 400, because I just needed something portable whenever I'm not using the SR2. The SR2 will still be used, but for bigger setups like the JBLs, my microphones, and stuff like that. My main setup that I use for weddings and larger events, that's where the SR2 will come in. The DJ 400 is good for smaller events and practicing, prepping, on the go. It's the DJ that makes it, not the controller. You have the talent and you will rock any party with any controller. Yep. You're absolutely right. It's the DJ. Yeah, it's the DJ that makes it, not the controller. Yeah, that is kind of true. And I actually do have the talent, and the same skills I do with the DDJ SR2, I can do very well with the DDJ 400. So you're absolutely right. Because look at DJ DeMoose. He has a Roland DJ 505. That's when I was talking about Roland. There's a whole bunch of controller brands out there. You just have to choose wisely and choose which one fits the best for you when it comes to features and stuff like that. I seen a DJ use a DJ to go to. Yeah, a DJ to go to DJ a wedding. Wow. That is awesome. And very unique, because I don't really see many DJs take a DJ to go to and DJ a wedding. That is crazy. It's very unique. It's very uncommon to see a DJ with that small of a controller, pocket-sized controller, and DJ a wedding. I mean, I can even rock a wedding with this thing if I wanted to. Especially when the SR2 is in, the Guitar Center and, in the shop getting repaired. I can bring the DDJ 400. That's another reason why I bought this, so I can safely take the DDJ SR2 and get it fixed. Then there were some DJs that just used their computer without a controller. Wow. See, that's how I started out as a DJ. I used a boombox and nothing but my CD collection when I was about 8 or 9. And then I progressed to MP3s with an iPod and a speaker. And then I progressed to the Newmark Party Mix with Virtual DJ 2018. Then I switched over in March, about 6 or 7 months later, to Serato DJ Lite. And I've kind of progressed over the years. I mean, you can rock a party with just a laptop, your mixer, PA speakers, a microphone system, and that will really get you started. Especially if you're just doing a house party, birthday party, graduation party, holiday party. But controllers are good for more control and more control over your music and have a more tactile feel than just using your laptop or, a mixer, stuff like that. And it makes it easy to choose the songs that you want, which is why they create these things. So yeah, I'm really happy that I bought the DJ 400 to use as a backup, a secondary controller for smaller gigs, like at my church when it's outside. Also, at a family member's house for a birthday party, graduation party, holiday party, whatever it happens to be. I bring the DJ 400. I'm also going to take with me when I go to a place like South Dakota to go visit my brother or Florida to go visit my sister. I can take it to the hotel room and I can just practice, and prep my sets. I mean, it's a very handy controller. I'm even going to take it to the family reunion, which is on my dad's side of the family. So I'm actually going to take I'm actually going to take it to my family reunion and just DJ outside because they do have a picnic table out there at the church where we have the family reunion. And I'll put it there with my with my computer, the DJ software, and just rock the party. Sent a photo. Okay. Awesome. Props to DJ Tyler. That is a nice looking logo. That is so cool. That is neat. Check out DJ Michael Joseph. I actually heard about him on YouTube, and DJ Brian S. I actually heard about them. I actually subscribed to Brian S. Red. They are amazing DJs. I have 2 of the ADJ Vertigo Hex Light LEDs. Okay. I mean, this is what I'm working with. I'm working with 8 of the Rock Par 50s. This is the one that just came in the mail right before my controller did, and it's a replacement. So I have all 8 of them. I have the DMX cables. I have the controller. I have everything I need to set everything up. But there's only one problem. The Rockville RV LS1s will have to get them, attached and, put together. And maybe we'll do a video about my lighting system and how I connect all of these this lighting together. So I use the Rockville Rock Par 50s, as you can probably see here. Rockville Rock Par 50s with a Rock Forest 384 DMX controller. And it's a very easy to use controller once you know how to use it. And it's got outlets to where it can daisy chain one to the other, which I think is really neat. That's actually really cool. It has This is for daisy chaining your lines when it comes to power, so you don't have to waste, outlet after outlet, especially with 8 of these things. And it all connects together using the Rockville RV LS1s. I can't wait to see your rocking your upcoming. Yeah, I can't wait to see you rocking your upcoming gigs. You have everything it takes to be a great DJ. Yep, lighting, sound, microphones, great MC skills, mixing skills. I pretty much have everything I need. Other than that, I mean, the only thing I'm going to be working on getting is a small 1/4-inch microphone to rock house parties with, so I don't have to bring my wireless microphones and plug them in. So I'm actually going to be working on getting a microphone. What mics are you using? I'm using the Tonor TW820s, which are those are really cool microphones. I'm gonna put this over here. Well, I can't show you them at the moment, but they are the Tonor TW820s, which I'm going to show you. We just go to Amazon. I've been using those microphones since November. Yeah, they are great. The Tonor TW820s, I've been using them since November 19th, 2019. So I've had them for a couple of years now, and they still work phenomenally well. It works almost like the day I bought them. It's insane. And I'm still using the same batteries. Rick Webb is a good DJ too. Yeah, I'm actually subscribed to him. Along with DJ Bar, I've subscribed to all these great DJs. I mean, I'm not a new DJ. I mean, I know all about these great DJs like Rick Webb, DJ Bar, Marcellus Doe. All these great DJs I've been watching, especially with these gig logs I've been watching. They're really fun to watch. Whenever I'm not DJing, I can get some inspiration from these guys, and they've become my best friends, over the last 2 to 3 years of me being a DJ. I mean, I've been a DJ for 3 years? So I have the knowledge of what it takes to be a great DJ. So for a lot of beginners, I mean, I'm, willing to help them out, any way possible. If they have a question, they can ask me a question. DJ Moose went back to VDJ. Yeah, I heard. But he actually might switch back to Serato whenever, He might. Because he said it's not final. He actually told me that it's not final yet. He actually might switch back to Serato whenever he gets tired of virtual DJ. Yeah, I was thinking about virtual DJ, but the payment plan is just insane. Especially when paying almost $16 a month for SiriusXM, paying for Spotify, which is $13.99 a month, paying for Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, all these streaming services, even with BPM Supreme, which is $19.99 a month. I just can't deal with it. So I use free software like Algorithm DJ, Recordbox, Serato. They're all good softwares. It's what Ella Skin says. It doesn't matter what software we use as long as it works for us DJs. So yeah, as a DJ, it doesn't matter what software you use, what controller you use, as long as because they all do the same thing. You can still rock a party with any software, and they have almost the same layout with 2 decks. With 2 decks. Some of the same effects. I mean, it's got almost the basics. Like virtual DJ is the same as Serato, same thing as Recordbox, same thing with Algorithm DJ. And they all act the same. They all play music. They all do the same thing. Even with Pioneer, when you're using, I don't really see a difference. If you buy virtual DJ out right now, that's a lot of money. $300, that is crazy. Especially for someone like me who doesn't make a whole lot of money. And you can use any controller. I know, but it's just crazy. It's crazy expensive. especially with paying with all this, services like Spotify, Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, BPM Supreme. I'm paying for all these services. I don't feel like paying $20 a month or $299 for a virtual DJ. Not happening. So I'm going to use something that I can use for free, which is why I'm using Serato, Rekordbox, and Algorithm DJ, because you can all use them for free. It's plug and play. I mean, I like virtual DJ's features, but the payment option, it's not for me. Definitely not for me. And plus, I've had a lot of bad experiences, especially with Virtual DJ 2018. I've had a lot of bad experiences with that version, especially being not as stable as Serato or Rekordbox or, Algorithm DJ. Those are the three that I use on a daily basis. I use Algorithm DJ. So Algorithm DJ can be compared with Virtual DJ because you can use any controller you want with that one, piece of software. So if you buy, I actually read that. I mean, Virtual DJ would be great for me, but the payment option, I'm not a big fan of. And plus, it's just so expensive for me. I can't afford it right now. What I did, I put $30 away from 10 gigs, and it was paid for DDJ 2021. I mean, I started out with Virtual DJ 2018. I used it for 6 months before I had to make the switch over to Serato, and I fell in love with Serato. And then I fell in love with Rekordbox, and then I fell in love with Algorithm DJ. Because they're all free, you don't have to pay for it, which is amazing to think about. I mean, I like the convenience of Virtual DJ, but the payment option, I'm not really a big fan of. I mean, I can't afford it, and I have other things to pay for. Like I got to pay for SiriusXM, Spotify, Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus. I mean, there's a lot of month-to-month services I have to pay for, and I can't just go out and buy a piece of software that I'm not going to be happy with. I mean, trust me, I'm not going to like it. So, and plus, there's one thing I don't like about Virtual DJ: the auto key detection. So I'm just going to stick with Serato, Rekordbox, and Algorithm DJ because they feel more professional. Okay, Michael Best TV. He's my friend's uncle. I subbed you, man. Okay, thank you. Let me check my YouTube. Thank you for subscribing. Do a lot more videos to come in the future. Okay. 387, not too bad. Okay. It's awesome that you subscribe to me. Let me see if I subscribe to that guy as well. Michael Best TV. And I'm already subscribed. Amazing. So the main topic of today's live stream is the DDJ 400. Why I bought it. I just wanted something that was small, portable, lightweight. I could take to smaller gigs. Can I get some subs if you don't mind? Sure. I mean, we're all here to support one another. Are they lifting restrictions so you can DJ? Of course, they already lifted the restrictions. There's no mask mandate, which is great. Which is awesome about living in a Republican state. No masks as often, but for, I guess, bigger chains, you have to wear a mask. But as long as it has a sign on the door, I'm not wearing my mask. I mean, I live in the U.S., and living in a Republican state has its advantages, especially with the no mask thing. So I don't even wear a mask when I DJ. I haven't done that in a year. I haven't worn a mask when I DJed in a year almost. So it's been a long time. I have DDJ. Yeah, you're lucky. We're still at 15% for venues. Yep. With these venues here in South Carolina, we're good. From what I've seen, from what I've heard, especially with the mask mandate. But I'll have to ask about their restrictions and stuff. When I get to the venue, I'll see what their restrictions are when it comes to the virus. I just booked 2 weddings. So did I. All in the month of May. I also have a third one in November. So I'm racking up those gigs. So make sure you guys check out my DJ gig logs this coming weekend. We have another gig log very, very soon. I'm so excited. It's at Dominion Church. It's for their lock-in, another lock-in. And because of the budget is tight, because of the virus and everything, I'm only playing from 8 to 9. So it's going to be awesome. I can't wait to DJ this gig. It's only like an hour gig, so it's not too bad, as long as I get to DJ for an hour, they have me for 1 hour, then I leave and they do whatever they need to do for their lock-in. And then I go back to my hotel room with the DDJ 400. So I'm actually going to take this as a travel companion when I stay at the same hotels we did back in November. It has a small desk. I can put my computer over to the side, do DJ log. Yeah, I actually will. I'm actually planning on doing a gig log for this particular lock-in, even though I did one back in November and it would, be repeating the same gig over and over, but it's going to be a different set than what we played back in November. And for May, I'll be sure to do a gig log for my weddings. We got 2 in May and 1 in November as of right now, but it's still booking season for weddings. So I will definitely do some gig logs for my May 23rd wedding, May 29th wedding, and also my November 7th wedding. Or whatever. Let me see. Let me check my... Yeah. I love doing gig logs. They're the most fun types of videos I ever get to record. So I got my planner. The November wedding is November 7th. And that's my cousin Cheyenne's wedding. My cousin's wedding's on November 7th. We got 2 weddings in May. As you guys can see here, May 23rd and May 29th. And it's in the same week. Yeah, one is on Sunday, the other is on Saturday. So I mean, it's just amazing. I mean, look at that. May 23rd and May 29th were the May weddings. And we don't have another wedding until November, which is November 7th, my cousin's wedding. My brother has 1K subscribers. Okay. Yeah, I'm actually working on getting 1K so I can take my live streams to the mobile phone. It won't work until I hit 1,000 subscribers. So yeah, the live stream on my phone does not work until I hit 1K, which might take a lifetime to get to 1K. I mean, I've been putting out so much content, and as of right now, I currently have 387. I mean, that is pathetic when it comes to being a DJ for 3 years. And all the videos I've been putting out. I mean, what the heck? I mean, I would love to have 1K so I can take the live streams to my mobile phone. Like when I go to the YouTube app and I want to do a live stream, it'll say I can't because I'm not, I don't have 1K. I mean, it's going to take a lifetime for me to get to 1K. So when I go down to go live, and it says your channel does not meet our updated eligibility requirements for mobile live streaming. You can still live stream with your webcam or broadcasting software. Okay, I'll actually check them out. Yeah, I'll check them out on my phone. Hey, bud, got to run, but I will be watching for your upcoming videos. I'm a DJ for over 15 years and don't have as many subscribers as you. Well, just put out that content. Just, be yourself. Be energetic. Be happy while you're on camera. Be okay. You just got to put out the great content and have really great camera work. Yeah, have good camera skills, where to place your camera, and editing and all that stuff. And of course, having your videos. Yeah, record your videos, make thumbnails, make custom thumbnails, hashtags, all that stuff. I guess kind of adds up. All right. I'm glad you tuned in, to the live stream. E super strong. And just create videos that people want to, that your viewers want to see, not what you want, but what the viewers want. That's how you get more subscribers. I don't really see his I don't see his YouTube channel. E super strong. I don't see it. E super strong, cool kid. Okay. Okay. 1.33. Wow. That's a lot of subscribers. And I just subscribed to E super strong, cool kid. Maybe it's just based on the content that he's been putting out. Okay. Yeah, I get it now. Most of this stuff is like, wow, okay. There you go. I just subscribed to his channel. So make sure you tell your brother that I subscribed to his channel. So for Michael Best TV, make sure you tell your brother that I subscribed to his channel just now. But yeah, there'll be plenty more gig logs to come as we head through the year. Okay. I have all the cameras, lights, software to edit videos, but have so much other stuff going on. I have 9 gigs in June and 10 in July. So I'm DJing okay. I mean, if you're DJing, make sure you record a gig log. That's what really keeps your channel going. Gig logs. Gig logs. I mean, if it wasn't for my gig logs, I would never have as many subscribers as I do now. If it wasn't for the gig logs, just that's what I do, is I document my DJing experience and I share it here online and try to grab more subscribers. Because I remember when I recorded my first wedding, that video blew up in the first hour or two. Like, it got its first 100 plus views, and it was the most interactive, video with the most comments, likes, views. It just blew up. So gig logs are definitely the best type of videos for a DJ to post on his YouTube channel, his or her YouTube channel. And speaking of DJs, another DJ you should check out, DJ Rachel. She is an awesome DJ. She just did a video not so long ago about her event table. Okay, I will subscribe to your channel. Okay, I will. I subscribe to your channel. You will have to check out my videos and some of the wedding videos. I will. I actually watch some of your videos from time to time. Don't you worry. I watch your videos as long as they're on my subscription page. I check them out. So I do watch some of your videos. You're welcome. DJ Mikey Mike. We'll type that in. Actually, it's already in my subscriptions because I already subscribed to his channel. Yeah, I already subscribed to your channel. So I go to subscriptions and go all the way down to the D's because of DJ. DJ. I see what videos I've seen of his, of DJ Mikey Mike. Yeah, I actually watched your, let's see. I actually watched some of your older videos. I just checked out your channel on my Apple TV. I have subbed to you. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I got to go to, it's time for me to eat dinner. So I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a brand new video or when I go live. So until next time, your boy DJ Cool Thing from Cool Thing Entertainment out. Peace.